So this unit behind me is part of the Suffolk Escarpment. It's the high ground, as it were, before you drop off to the east into the Great Dismal Swamp proper. And these are mineral soils here, about a quarter of a mile to the east. There's no more mineral soil. It's all organic. And the change in soil type really changes the vegetation as well. You know, this bit here is pine. It used to be probably, I can't say for certain, longleaf pine, or at least a mix of longleaf, loblolly, and then some hardwood. I found lighter stumps back in the fringes of this unit before, and well, I can't say they were longleaf. I like to think they probably were. What you see, the green coming back in, this unit was burned about a month ago now, and hadn't been burned. I think the last time it had probably been burned was 2017, so it had been 4 years, which is really too long of a fire interval. You know, what you get is a lot of hardwood encroachment or regeneration underneath this pine, and there's hardwood mixed in here. So, you know, you'll see 4 to 6 foot saplings out in there, hardwood saplings that are now top killed, but they are far from dead, just because it's awfully difficult to kill them unless you have repeated fires, particularly late growing season fires. That really seems to be the only thing that really sets them back. You're not going to get a grassy understory in here anyway. What you see is a lot of switch cane. The green is the switch cane coming back in. The brown is the stuff that is dead and top killed from the fire itself. These trees have char, you know, 6 or 8 feet up on them, some higher, but we have burned this unit probably countless times, a dozen times at least. What we've done actually in here before, because it had gotten so overgrown, it hadn't been burned for a number of years, that we ended up having to come in and do a hand thinning, hardwood thinning, just cut every small diameter tree down in there to kind of reset it, and then pick it back up with fire. And that really is sometimes the only alternative you have, unless you really rip fire into it, and that can be hard to do, just simply because of the geography and the time of year restrictions. On this side of the road, and this is directly opposite, much heavier cover in there. Fire didn't do a whole lot in there. It was burned at the same time, but this actually hadn't been burned, in my memory, probably 8 years at least. Had really gotten overgrown. A lot of hardwood regen in there, a lot of overstory hardwood. There's actually somewhere back in there, which I'm not going to walk in to find today, but we planted some longleaf into a gap that we had, and I imagine they're still in there, but I'm not going to go look for them today. They're probably, if they're still alive in there, they're you know, 8-year-old longleaf now, so they should have been able to shoot up enough to get over some of this understory and keep going, but that's going to have to wait for another day.